Tim's weather words for the day. Hey, you know what they say about Memphis weather. You don't like it right now? Just stick around for a little bit. It'll change.
True for tomorrow and the next day. You got that right.
All right. Thanks, Tim.
Sure.
Well, the Memphis Grizzlies go for 2 in a row tonight against Tracy McGrady and the Orlando Magic in a fight to the finish between the Titans and the Ravens in the NFL playoffs. Nick Ferrangepe coming up next with your sports.
Action News 5, bringing you closer to the big stories than ever before with Pinpoint 5 Pathfinder.
Pinpoint 5 Pathfinder, taking you closer.
3D aerial mapping, pushing the limits of satellite technology to show you exactly where the important stories and breaking news are happening around the world, in the Mid-South, and on your street.
Moving in closer with Pinpoint 5 Pathfinder.
Breaking news like you've never seen it before. Pinpoint 5 Pathfinder, only on Action News 5. Coverage you count on.
Field goal is always 3 points. But at the New York Student Exchange, when you buy 3 suits, you always score a touchdown.
3 free shirts, 3 free silk ties, 3 free belts or suspenders, 3 free pair of socks. All free when you buy 3 famous brand designer suits. Only at the New York Student Exchange downtown.
Welcome back. The Memphis Grizzlies finally snapping that 7-game losing streak last night, beating the Utah Jazz. The Grizzlies looking to win 2 in a row tonight at the Pyramid, hosting the Orlando Magic. Orlando not with a whole lot of magic this season, still looking for their first win on the road against a Western Conference team, and they're still looking. Jason Williams saw a flying Pau Gasol on the fast break. Pau with 17 points. Very next possession for Memphis. It's Mike Miller finding his shooting touch, draining the 3. Woo! Miller with 17. Then check out Shane Battier. You'll like this, Ursula. Blowing by Tracy McGrady on the baseline. Jam. Woo! And then there's, of course, Bonzi Wells averaging 18 points in his last 5 games. He had 16 tonight, getting a big steal there. And then the Jam. Stromae Swift added 14 and grabbed 15 rebounds. The Grizzlies hold off McGrady's 34 by winning 112 to 103. Next up, a 5-game road trip to the West Coast starting at Portland on Tuesday. The Rebels winning the Cotton Bowl on Friday. How about a win tonight in hoops down in Oxford? Ole Miss hosting E.Carolina at the Tad Pad. The 2 big guns stepping up for the Rebels. Justin Reed there leading the way with 27 points, and Aaron Harper added 15 as the Rebels have won 6 in a row, improving to 8-3, 65-49 the final. The Tennessee Volunteers playing John Calipari's former team, the UMass Minutemen. Former Memphis Raleigh Egypt standout Scooter McFadden leading the Vols with 22 points. He's having a great season so far for Buzz Peterson and the Tennessee Volunteers as the Vols win 74-66. Now, there's a reason I'm showing you Duke and UConn in women's basketball. UConn coming in as the nation's #1 team, hosting the 4th-ranked Lady Blue Devils. Jessica Foley at the buzzer for Duke.
Got it! At the buzzer!
The Huskies go down as Duke pulls off the stunner on their home floor. UConn's home floor, 68-67. The NFL regular season is over. It's time for the playoffs. And what a way to kick off the postseason with the Tennessee Titans visiting the Baltimore Ravens. As expected, a physical game. Steve McNair with 3 interceptions. This one picked off by Ed Reed, who was tackled by running back Eddie George. George ends up separating his shoulder on the tackle, but he would return in the second half. Now McNair would bounce back as he finds Justin McCarron for the 49-yard touchdown. Titans up 14-10, but the Ravens fight back. Anthony Wright puts one up for Todd Heap, who leaps for the touchdown. Titans-Ravens tied at 17, and then 29 seconds left. 44-year-old Gary Anderson for Tennessee kicking his age. Actually, it's a 46-yarder. Good. Ravens run out of time as the Titans win 20-17.
Our players stayed focused. You know, we're not going to get caught up in the things that were going back and forth, I think, like we had in the past. And it was all about executing.
By the way, Eddie George running for 88 yards, but more importantly, they held the NFL's #1 rusher and former Tennessee Volunteer Jamal Lewis to a season-low 35 yards. The Titans will either play at New England next week or at Kansas City, depending on the outcome of the Colts-Broncos game tomorrow. Meanwhile, in the NFC, the season is over for Bill Parcells and the Dallas Cowboys as they get hammered by the Carolina Panthers 29-10. The Nebraska Cornhuskers are still looking for a head coach. Today, Houston Nutt turned down their $2 million offer to stay at Arkansas. Houston Nutt saying, quote, "I could not take my family, myself, and get on that plane. My heart was here," referring to Fayetteville. There was also more money as Arkansas nearly doubled its salary to $1.5 million a year. The Memphis River Kings beating up on Tulsa tonight 5-1 the final. Next home game is Thursday against the Wichita Thunder. That's it for sports. We'll be right back.
If you started your day earlier than most, Action News 5 starts earlier with you. Now, starting at 4:30 a.m., you can get your first news from overnight.
Firefighters being treated at the Met this morning.
First look at weather to plan your day.
It's the 24-hour planner.
And your first look at traffic before you head out the door.
This is a live shot out east of I-40.
Ron, Carrie, and Mike with coverage you count on, even earlier, on Action News 5 today.
Hoping for Grizzly-like sound effects from Ursula as I show you the 7-day forecast. 70 for a high tomorrow. 70.
Woo!
Thank you. Scattered showers. And then an overnight low of 36.
No!
And then 44 for a high on Monday.
Change isn't coming.
Yes.
All right. That's going to do it for Action News 5 at 10 and all of our sound effects. We want to thank you for joining us tonight.
Whoa.
Nick Ferrangepe with all the sports and everything, and Tim with the weather. Have a great night, everyone.